Hey, good afternoon. This is Pam from Coach Pam Fitness. Thanks for joining me today. Today is I'm going to be talking about my favorite park in Walt Disney World. My absolute favorite park is the Magic Kingdom, and that is probably everybody in the whole world's favorite park because that park has more rides per square foot than any other park in Disney. And with that being said, it is also the park where you need to do your most planning. And even with that, keep in mind, you are not going to be able to see every single thing at Magic Kingdom. So you really need to prioritize. You need to talk about it with your family, unless you're surprising them. The very first time we went, we surprised our boys. They didn't know we were going until a few days beforehand. So this is the one park where planning is 100% necessary. And it also has the tier system with the rides, so you need to prioritize your rides. The park is set up like the spoke of a wheel. There are 6 lands. There is Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, Liberty Square, Adventureland, and Frontierland. Did I name them all right? I think so. So when you go into the park, you'll go down, and Main Street. Main Street's another land. You'll walk into the park on Main Street. And yes, I do have a crown. Magic Kingdom's where most of the princesses meet. Just saying. Anyway, you walk down Main Street. That's where all the shops are. There's some little restaurants and stuff there. And straight ahead is Cinderella's castle. You want to stop there to get a picture in front of Cinderella's castle. If you have a photographer, cast member photographer that has the capability with his setup to do magic photos, then you definitely want to do that. They'll tell you to hold your hands like this, and then when you get the picture, there'll be Tinkerbell or something. They're really cool, but you definitely want a family picture in front of the castle. And I will say, we've been there 5 years. There are some things that when I'm researching this, people are texting me, sorry, forgot to turn the notifications off. As I'm doing this blog series, some of the things like, I don't remember doing that. I don't know if the boys have ever done that. We need to go back. But I digress. Most people head to the right to Tomorrowland. Now I will say, if you have adventure seekers, that's the way you want to go first, because you want to get on Space Mountain right when the park opens up, or you will have to use a fast pass for that, because that is tremendously popular. Then you work your way, you can work your way through Fantasyland and all the other places. I will go over fast pass selections tomorrow. I just right now want to give you a lay of the land. After we do our fast passes in the morning, we like to head to the less populated areas away from Fantasyland, because that's the most popular area right there. And so really how you plan your... I'm not speaking very well. I had it all written down and then I left my notebook downstairs. But anyway, that's okay, because it's Magic Kingdom. It's magical. But so this park, you really need to plan out. So you need to get your first 3 fast passes done. And then after your fast passes are done, then you really need to plan how you're going to work the day, because you could waste a lot of time in this park walking back and forth and crisscrossing the park to get to various rides and activities. So you really need to plan it. If you have any suggestions or what your favorite things to do in the Magic Kingdom, I would love to see them posted in this video. So just comment below. There's so much to do at Magic Kingdom. We like to head to the left because most people don't go left. So we like to head left and hit Adventureland, Liberty Square, and up that way and around. But with that being said, we first hit Space Mountain. Haunted Mansion, yes, Haunted Mansion is another favorite. However, I will say the first year we went, my youngest did not like it. He didn't want to go on that ride. But that's another one that can be very popular. Another trick is if it is raining, that's when you want to start hitting all the rides because people leave in droves because it's raining. It's Florida. It's going to rain. You just throw on a poncho. If you have a stroller, I learned that to bring a couple extra ponchos, and we kind of just drape it all over the stroller so that everything stays dry. You put all your stuff underneath all the ponchos that you've had draped into a tent over your stroller, and everything stays dry. And you know what? Aladdin's ride, the Dumbo ride, they're a blast in the rain. And it's Florida, and it's warm, and you'll dry off. And the waits are really not that long. There are some rides like the Speedway that doesn't run if it's raining, but a lot of them do run in the rain as long as it's not thundering and lightning, and people head out of the park in droves. So you can hit some rides in the rain, and you can like an hour after the rain, there's still not a lot of people in the park, so you can hit some of the other rides. So don't leave the park if it's raining. Don't do it. Unless, of course, it's a huge storm and it's thundering and lightning. But we had our best times when it's rained. So that's another little tip. Let's see. I'm working on a blog. I'm actually getting my husband to help me on this Magic Kingdom blog because he is the phenomenal planner for this particular park, because you have to plan accordingly or you will get stuck in the back. Like you'll get stuck in Frontierland if the parade's going by. So we have some tricks and tips to get through that so you're not stuck back there for an hour while the afternoon parades are going by. We have some tricks on what to do during the fireworks if your kids don't want to watch the fireworks. Unfortunately, the electric light parade is no longer, which is very sad. I loved that parade, but they have a lot of new shows, new light shows and stuff. So lots of afternoon parades. So you need to make sure you don't get stuck in the backs of the parks during the parades. So stay tuned for the blog. I'm working diligently on it. It's kind of left me stumped, this park, because there's just so much to talk about. But I'm going to break it down into probably 3 days worth of Magic Kingdom. I'm going to talk about the rides, going to talk about tricks to not get stuck, I'm going to talk about great places to eat, and the fireworks and all that stuff. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments and I will incorporate them into the blog. And sorry, this one is kind of a rambling one, but like I said, Magic Kingdom kind of has me stumped on how to break it down. But I'm working on it diligently and I will post the blog later on today. So thanks for watching. This is Coach Pam from Coach Pam Fitness. Have a fantastic day and make it magical.